Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing this look for you. I'm just going to the doctor's office and I'm going to be putting a mask on for my 39-week appointment because I'm 39 weeks pregnant. And so I mean really I didn't even need this much makeup, but I decided to have a little bit of fun with some colors on my eyes. And so if you'd like to see how to get this look or you need something to do, just keep watching. Okay, let's do this. It's been a while since I've done a talk through one. I'm 39 weeks pregnant. I'm on a struggle bus in so many ways. We're gonna start off with, this is what I've been using to try to be my eyeshadow primer. This is a cream eyeshadow by Revlon Color Stay in 705 Creme Brulee. And you twist it off, it's just a little cream eyeshadow like this. And then it has a brush applicator within the lid. I don't entirely know what I think about this because it does like hold all that, so it needs to be washed quite often, but you can also use your fingertips or another brush if you'd like. I'm just gonna dip into it with this Alamar Cosmetics brush and apply that onto my lid as my eyeshadow primer. I've always had lids that seemingly get oily. Like, I know they don't actually get oily, but they'll break down eyeshadows over time. And so I've always been somebody who has to wear an eyeshadow primer. And the one I was using and loving was discontinued. So I need to actually go purchase the Get a Grip eyeshadow primer from Pure Cosmetics. I love that eye primer. It's so good. But I wanted to give something else a chance and see if it would work. And this one does okay. It's not perfect, but it actually does, it does do better than some of the other ones I've tried. I've started to get a lot more dry recently. And my lips have been cracking and above my eyebrows gets really dry now. Don't ask me why, but it's true. Now I'm gonna take, this is the Mary Kay Matte 3D Foundation in the shade N140, and I'm just gonna put this over my lids to kind of cancel out any discoloration and color up that cover up the shimmer, because you don't necessarily need shimmer all over your lids. I'm just using it as an eye primer. Typically I use a brush or a beauty sponge to set this down, but today I'm just gonna use my fingertips just because I can. And I'm gonna have to wear a mask, so it's not even like my face has to be really that pretty, but we're gonna do our makeup anyways. I'm going to set that down now with the Mary Kay Translucent Loose Powder. This is such an awesome lightweight powder. I love using it. And setting down the foundation on my eyelids, it just makes for a really seamless finish when I put eyeshadow on and no creases. And it's so lightweight, it's not gonna bulk up or anything. And it's translucent, so there's no pigmentation to it. It's not gonna mess up my eyeshadows. My nose is stuffy. I apologize. It's pregnancy, once again. It's 3 o'clock, okay. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock and I'm just now putting my makeup on. It's been a fun day. I did not sleep well, like at all. That's just the end of pregnancy. And my hips separating and wow, my skin is so dry. I need some lotion. I think I'm gonna put some spray on my face. This is Coconut Rose Hydrating Face Mist. I got it at TJ Maxx. It's by Pearl Essence. I just do not sleep well now. So I fell asleep on the couch after lunch even. And then my dad came over and scared me. So he didn't scare me. My dog woke me up and that's what scared me. But anywho, let's do makeup and stop rambling, Casey. I'm gonna start off with the shade Toffee. This is from the Mary Kay Cosmetics Chromafusion eyeshadow line. This particular shade has been discontinued though. They do like I guess it's not discontinued. It was a limited edition product. Or was it? Maybe it was a discontinued product. I don't remember. It's been a minute. But I love the color. I wish it wasn't discontinued. That's the downside to all like limited edition products in any brand, is that it's limited. You only get it that one time. So if you love it for the rest of your life, you're never gonna get it again, which kind of sucks. Mary Kay had the Panorama Mascara, which was limited edition, and they did bring it back one time, but it was literally the best mascara I have almost probably ever used. And it's limited. I'm not gonna get it again. And I kind of have a beef with that, but I get it because it's a sales tactic and you're trying to make money and have a living, so I guess I get it to a point. I'm gonna also go in now with the shade Hazelnut, and this one is not discontinued, so I'll show it to you. It is this shade right here. You can see that I use it quite often. I'm gonna dip into that and do that more at the bottom of my crease. I'm not bringing it up as high as I brought the Toffee shade up. The Toffee shade is just kind of a really like peach color. So if you are trying to mimic the look, it's just kind of a barely there peach. And then this is Hazelnut, which is a nice light brownish taupe color. Almost like, I don't know, it's not gray, but it's kind of close-ish to gray. So I'm just doing that back and forth in windshield wiper motions and blending so there's no harsh lines. This is a shade called Evening Navy, and it's in this little tiny compact. This blue right here is what I'm gonna go into the outer V of my eye, or the outer third, not even necessarily a V. This brush I was using is a crease brush by Moda, and now I'm gonna go in with a Luxie brush. This is the Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, and I'm gonna take that blue color. We're just gonna slowly build it up on the outside of the lid. It's super, super pigmented, so it's better to start with less and build it up because I don't wanna be like super crazy blue and have too much pigment there. I'm gonna start with that much and match it on the other eye. Ooh, I got a little bit more heavy that time, my bad. I'm kind of just doing a stippling motion with small little circles to blend that in. I have this dry patch recently, like right here in my eyelid. And for some odd reason, my eyeshadows have not been wanting to stick to it because it's so dry lately. Well, welcome to Wyoming on top of the fact that my skin is so dry right now. So I'm just gonna blend that to just the bottom of the crease on the outer third of the eye. And then I'll go match it on the other side as well. Always blending so you don't have any harsh lines. All right, I do not use blue much, so this is gonna be a fun look. We'll go upstairs after I look so haggard and see what my husband thinks. He got off work early, so he gets to come to my appointment with me, which is exciting. 39-week appointment. Might be my last if I have my baby before. My 40-week appointment, which is crazy, because literally my next appointment that they schedule you every week would be on the due date if he's not here by then. I'm hoping that he'll be here this week. And then I have a scar on this side right here. So when it's dry as well, it hates to blend. You gotta love it. Life and all of its fun little strange nuances. Let's go in with purple now. This purple color I'm gonna try first is called Soft Heather. And then after I pat that one down, I'm gonna go in with the shade Sweet Plum. And these are both Mary Kay Chromafusion eyeshadows as well. I'm gonna take this brush by Miss Glam. It is the eyeshadow brush N115, and I'm gonna pack that Soft Heather on first to the middle of the lid. So I'm just doing, like if you imagine your lid in thirds, I've got 1/3 blue, 1/3 will be purple, and then the innermost third will be like a golden shimmer, a light golden shimmer. This purple will definitely have to be darkened up, but this will give us a base, nice matte color. This is definitely very soft. I like how soft this shade is. And it makes a good transition shade too. This brush is by Danielle, and it doesn't have a specific name or anything. It's just by the Danielle. And I'm gonna use that to pack on that Sweet Plum purple on top of the Soft Heather we just used. Uh-oh, this brush is causing it to have quite a bit of fallout. That's interesting. Brush is a little bit dry, if you can imagine that. It's a little bit more stiff than I want it to be. I usually use brushes like this for my brows or like inner corner highlight, simple things, but sometimes they work for packing on shimmer shades. So I'm gonna use my fingertip to put just a little bit more on there. Yeah, the fingertip really gets it on better. Oftentimes, shimmer shades just do so much better with using a fingertip. I don't know why, but it's true. That was able to get way more intense, way more quickly. And the brush caused me to get tons of fallout. So mentally noted, that brush is not great for what I was using it for. Let's wipe my fingertips off. They're getting so colored. I have blue. The Evening Navy shade is like under my fingertips, making it look like there's dirt under them, and it's just the blue shade. Let's do the inside. I'm gonna take this brush by Lancome. It's a really, is this a Lancome brush? Pretty sure it is. I've had this like for a really long time. And I'm gonna dip into the shade called Gold Status, which is this one right here. And then afterwards, if I want it to be a little bit deeper, I'm gonna go into this shade called Shiny Penny. I'm gonna put that gold on the innermost third of the eye. All right, I'm gonna go in a little bit with the Shiny Penny shade, which is a deeper golden color, and blend that closer to the purple, the Sweet Plum shade. I'm not going all the way into the inner corner, just closer to the Sweet Plum shade. Yeah, I like that. The deeper gold looks nice. All right, then I'm gonna take my fingertip and go over that line right there with the Sweet Plum Purple again and blend them together. So there's more purple than gold on the lid. And I think I just lost a little bit of the purple when I was applying the gold. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more purple there. So I'm gonna take my transition brush I used earlier and dip into that soft heather purple shade, that really light one, and blend that into the transition. Blend out in circular motions. I'm gonna dip into the shade Biscotti right here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go into Blossom, this one right here. It's like a super, super light pink, almost skin color, and I'm gonna put that under my brow. And then just blend it nicely with the edge of the color that was underneath it. Got a smidgen underneath the brow bone, underneath this brow. All right, so now for the lower lash line, let's take and just kind of mimic what we did on the lid onto the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is by Moda. It is a BMX 402 smudger brush. And I'm gonna take that shade Evening Navy, and I'm just gonna put that on the outer third, just like we did on the top, on both sides of the eye. Because this one is so pigmented, I do usually tap off my brush because this blue is insanely pigmented and I am insanely fair. So it will show up very intensely. I'm gonna wipe the same brush just onto my washcloth with a brush cleaner to get that blue pigment off of it. And I'm gonna take that and go into the Sweet Plum shade and then go to the next third of the under eye. Ooh, it's a little wet. Which is probably perfect for this shimmer shade. You're not supposed to put shimmers on your lower lash line. A lot of makeup artists say not to do that, but I'm doing it currently. All right, and then we're gonna put gold. Let's do the light gold first. Then the shiny penny gold, a little bit more of a warm gold. And then on the inner corner, let's do, this is one of my favorite Chromafusion shadows. This is in the shade Moonstone, and it's like kind of a warm golden silver. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a beautiful color. And so I'm gonna put that onto the inner corner. Let's do the face, and then we'll do mascara, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the Mary Kay Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 15 primer and put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna take a liquid foundation brush and brush that onto my face in circular motions. At the risk of being redundant, when you put primer on with a brush and you do it in kind of these circular motions, it helps fill in your pores. It helps give you a really nice poreless finish and a flawless canvas, and truly hide pores really, really well when you do that. And sometimes you can get away with like just making your skin even look better without makeup, just by minimizing your pores like that and giving you this airbrushed finish. My stupid nose is running though. Why am I even putting on makeup? Do we want to wear foundation today or not? I think I'm going to put some under my eyes at least. Actually, I'm looking pretty rough. We should use color correctors. I'm going to use the under eye color corrector, and then I'll go over it with some foundation. A little bit of foundation. Because I'm going to be wearing a mask, it's like almost pointless to go all out at this, but so I'm not going to do a full-on routine, I don't think, unless I just decide to have fun and go crazy. My brows need some love. All right, now I'm gonna try. So I went to the Dollar Tree the other day and they had two colors, only two of these actually, and they're both very fair shades like me. Because my dollar store, it gets a load of something and then it's almost gone instantly because it's just small enough. It's a town where the demand is high enough that things are gone really quickly. You don't always know that they'll always have it. And they had the Coverall Pressed Powder Foundation by Wet n Wild, and I thought that was cool that this was at the dollar store, so I picked 2 up to try. So I have this first one, and then I have one other. This one is in the shade Light, and the other one I think is in Fair Light. It has this cute little sponge down here. You can use the sponge to apply it, but because my skin is so dry currently, I'm actually just gonna use a brush, because when I used the sponge before, it began to pull on that dry skin. So I'm going to just dip in with a little brush and apply this on the face. We could use this is a foundation brush by Mary Kay that I totally torched by washing it in the dishwasher. I was doing an experiment. So there's a lot of things on Google that will say you can wash your brushes in the dishwasher, and that's fine. And I thought, no, it's totally gonna break the brushes, or it's gonna like do damage to them, or they won't be pretty when they come out. I was right. Don't do it. Do not put your brushes in the dishwasher. It has quite a bit of kick up using a brush. So there's a lot of powder being picked up from the pressed powder, but that's to be expected because you're supposed to use a little sponge for it. Very light coverage. Even when I used the sponge last, the coverage was pretty light to medium, definitely not a full coverage powder. I think I'll just go lightly in with some bronzer. This is the Mary Kay limited edition bronzer, illuminating bronzer in Gilded Glow. I don't think you can get this anymore unless someone already has it, like a consultant already has it on their shelf, in which case you would be able to still get it. But I do love this bronzer. I'm actually just using that same powder brush I used to put the foundation on to apply this. You can use a normal bronzer brush. You can use whatever you want. But for the moment, I'm just going to use this. Blending from around my ear, down my cheek, and up by my cheekbone. Giving my face a little bit of warmth and some dimension. What dimension you can have when you're swollen up and you don't even remember what cheekbones look like from being pregnant. I am not one of those cute little gals that gains like no weight. Apparently my body knows how to put the weight on, but it's okay because I like fitness. So afterwards I will be going ham to get skinny again. I'm gonna take some of that down my jawline. Let's do a little bit of blush. So I'm going to take this Luxie brush. This is a 516 duo fiber powder brush, and I'm gonna go in with this shade Juicy Peach. This is a Mary Kay Chromafusion blush. All right, we'll put a little bit on the forehead. Sun-kissed look. And then for highlight, I will also use Mary Kay Chromafusion highlight in the shade Glazed, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna take that from the bottom of my cheek and go up my cheekbone. So I have kind of a lit from within look instead of I just look like I have a giant stripe on my face. Which is what you can often get when you just do this kind of thing. Like just going like this on your cheekbone. It can give you a very, wow, she's a stripe on the side of her face. And if that's what you want, okay, fine. But if you want it to look like you're truly just lit from within and your skin is just glistening, then you want it to be a little bit more natural. Put some on my Cupid's bow. Gotta pick a different lip color too. I'm just gonna take what's left on the brush for my forehead. I don't think I'm gonna really do a whole lot on the forehead. All right, let's go right here, brighten that back up with the foundation. I'm gonna go back in with the liquid foundation, and I'm just gonna use my fingertip to brighten up my under eyes actually, because I just feel like I'm needing some brightness. And yes, I am putting liquid over powder. You'd be shocked. These Mary Kay products do amazing when you mix liquids and powders. They just blend so well together. It's impressive. And I'm actually using this over that Wet n Wild foundation, and it's doing great. I'm not getting any funny lines. The textures are mixing well. This foundation truly is like my favorite foundation. I also like the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. It's just a little heavier than this, and so I like the lightweightness of this, but yet you can still get really great coverage. Anyone else tired, or is it just me? I'm gonna take that bronzer, just a smidgen, go down the nose, give myself a smidgen of definition. I'm gonna finish with a little bit of the translucent loose powder, and I'm just gonna mostly just set my under eyes with that T-zone to lock it in. Under my nose is a little bit red today, but I don't know if there's much fixing that when I'm gonna have to blow my nose again. Okay, I'm gonna take the Mary Kay Lash Lengthening Mascara and apply this. I think I'm just gonna pause the camera and put the mascara on. You really don't need to sit here and watch me put mascara on because you'd be here for 3 years. The mascara is on. Now I'm just gonna kind of touch up my brow a little. Brows, plural. I like how I do that, my angry look while I put my brows on because I'm weird like that. I never really do my brows on camera because like it's not super exciting. Like I don't talk very much when I'm doing them. What am I really gonna say? Everybody has their own brow preference. People like their brows done a specific way. So, and people, like literally, people are insanely picky about brows. Like they might hate how one person would do their brow even though someone else might like it. It's just very personal preference. Part of this brow is, it's not liking me. How rude. The blockier the brow, the more it ages you, so you don't want super blocky brows. It looks super unnatural as well, but I am a fan of a little bit of a block. But when they're like super blocky, it actually causes you to look older. So if you're 13 and you're an Instagrammer, then yeah, maybe you'll look 17 afterwards. But when you're older than that, you just look old. I'm gonna take a little bit of my brow gel. This is the Mary Kay brow gel, volumizing brow tint. Brush through those hairs. I only go pretty light with this because my hair is pretty limited as it is on my brows. Gotta love having a borderline thyroid that just doesn't really want you to have full brows. And then currently I've just been using the LA Colors brow pencil in the shade brown. This is like $1 and I have like 4 of them, so I'm just trying to use them up. So I just have a Physicians Formula lip, the Murumuru, I can never say that, Murumuru butter lip. This is in something else I can't even say. Bejos. I don't know how to say it, but this is what's on my lips currently, but we're gonna put a different color on. This is the Mellow Matte Liquid Lip Paint. This is in the shade Tehran. I'm gonna try this one. I do like this one, but I don't know if I love it with this look. This one's very nude. I could try this. This is the Mary Kay At Play Matte Liquid Lip Color. This is in the shade Taupe That. And you know, I could truly clean off my lips, but I might just go right over them. You can see how much lighter this is just by looking. This is gonna be much more nude. There we go. Let's try that one. Not that it will matter because I'm gonna go put a mask on. Gosh, I hope they don't make me wear a mask while I give birth because that would suck. That's pretty good. I like the nude. There we go. What y'all think? All right, let's set her down. I think I'm gonna use a mixture. I think I ran out of my Mary Kay finishing spray and I love that one. So I'm going to put a little bit of the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Energizing Toner and Refresher on first. Wow, did I even hit my face? I need a sponge in case I got any droplets. And then I'm gonna go over it with the Iconic London because I am so dry lately. Usually I like a long wear setting spray that lasts for a really long time, but the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray really helps when your skin looks dry because it helps kind of give you that hydrated look and cover up any dry skin. So the other day when I first tried this coverall powder, it made my skin look super dry, and I put this over the top. You couldn't even tell. So if your skin has the appearance of dryness, this is a good way to take that away. Don't apply much though because it's intense. You probably do not need much. You can see a little dot there. All right, should we call this good? Since I'm gonna put a mask on. This might be a little overdone even for a mask. All right, so that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, make sure to put them below and I will do my best to answer. I try to answer every comment unless I see that it's a spammer or people that are just like, they send out those little like redundant comments, so it just posts on a bunch of channels to try to grow their channel. So unless it's a scam, then I'll probably respond. Or unless there's foul language, because I'll probably censor it out. Anyways, leave a comment below. I'll try to respond to you. I hope you guys have an awesome day and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming with me as I did my makeup today. Bear with me as I will be having a baby soon and videos, you can tell, have slowed down somewhat, and they maybe slow at first when I have the baby, but hopefully I'll still be able to get you your 1 video a week at minimum. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming along with me. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and come back and hang out with me. I'd love to see you guys next time. Bye, guys. As usual, do not forget, you are already enough. You are already so highly valued, and you don't need to be someone else to be awesome. You already are awesome just the way you are.